This is Edwin back again for Strictly Comics, and I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. I want to go ahead and show you guys what I picked up this week from my local comic shop, my LCS. And I also want to do my video entry from Marky316's contest. He asked a question as far as what is your favorite Aquaman story, and what is your favorite Aquaman story or issue, and what is your favorite Green Lantern issue or story, and I'm going to answer both of those in this video. But let's get on to what I picked up this week from my comic book shop. First, I picked up a one-shot Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Deviations. I have not read this yet, and I did not even want to pick it up, but my comic shop kind of had it in my box, and I just decided to roll with it. It is a $5 book. That was quite a disappointment. I'm not going to judge the story yet because I haven't read it, but I will do a comic book review on this issue. But I picked this up from my comic book shop. Next, I picked up Aquaman number 50. Not a big Aquaman, not even a fan of Aquaman at all. But the only reason why I picked this up is because this is supposed to be the first appearance of Aquawoman. Her name is Mara. I've already read this book. I will do a review on this book as well, and you'll see why. Alright, that's it. That's all I picked up on my comic book Wednesday yesterday, and that's why I'm going to do a review on the Aquaman, because I only picked up... Actually, I picked up 3 books. The third one was Saga issue, was it 36? 35 or 36? I left it at the house. I didn't bring it with me, so that's why I don't have it to show it to you guys. But those are the only 3 books that I picked up this week. But I am going to do a review on TMNT and Aquaman. Alright, so first, Marky316 asked what was my favorite Aquaman issue or story. Well, there's several, and I'll show you why. I don't think I've ever read a single Aquaman comic book until the New 52. Now, what I read from the New 52 was the Throne of Atlantis storyline. That's right. A lot of people were talking good things about this, and I decided to give it a shot. And I do want to say it was a really, really good story. It kind of has to do with the Atlantis. The underwater is getting bombed, and so they blame the surface dwellers for the bombing, and it didn't really turn out to be like that. The story was very good. The artwork is good for the most part. I think David Finch did some of the artwork. Did he do some of the artwork? I'm not sure. But anyways, this just was a really, really good story. It had all the Justice League involved, and it gave me a pretty solid introduction into Aquaman. I knew a little bit about Aquaman, but not a whole lot. And then this right here is a really, really sweet cover. Love that cover. So that was my favorite Aquaman issues and storyline. It's a very, very solid storyline. Artwork was great. Story was very, very good. As a matter of fact, I think they did DC did an animated series on that story called Throne of Atlantis. I haven't checked that out, but I do plan on it eventually, because I actually found myself buying a lot of the DVD animated movies. Alright, now as far as Green Lantern is concerned, I'm going to tell you guys as well, not a Green Lantern fan at all. Even less of an Aquaman fan, but I got into Green Lantern for a stint back in the 90s. And when I say a stint, I mean like a stint back in the 90s. But My first time ever reading Green Lantern and my first introduction to Green Lantern was Emerald Twilight. Now, this one right here is the very first appearance of Kyle Rayner. He shows up on the very last page, and so I guess you could say it's kind of a cameo. And right here, Green Lantern pretty much kills everybody to get the rings from everybody, because what he wants to do is he wants to rebuild is it Central City, and he even wants to recreate or bring back to life everybody that was killed during the reign of the Superman storyline. And so he's just going berserker, he's just going crazy. And then this one right here, which is actually a really cool cover. I know there was a lot of gimmicky covers back in the 90s, but this is actually a really cool cover. And this one, he ends up going into the battery, the Green Lantern battery, or the big old giant thing that charges all the Green Lantern's rings or whatever, and he ends up absorbing or taking on that power upon himself, and if I'm not mistaken, without even having a ring. And I read maybe a couple of issues past, I think I got into 52, maybe even as much as issue 54, but I quit reading after that. But I actually think the one after this is when Green Lantern Kyle Rayner actually takes the reins officially as Green Lantern, or even at the end of this issue. So that was my very first, and actually probably one of my favorite Green Lantern storylines, because, man, Hal Jordan just goes crazy, man. He just kills. He just is like, F it. He just starts killing everybody, man, because he just becomes obsessed with getting everybody's rings to restore everything and bring it all back. And so, yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. You guys, I hope you liked my pull list. I hope you liked my comic book reviews. Marky, I hope this is satisfying to your contest video entry. But that's pretty much all I got. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, everyone. I do always appreciate it. Make sure that you keep God first in your life, but enjoy your comic books. And God bless you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.